What's up guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, then hello, my name is Jenna. In today's video it's going to be something a little bit different than usual, but it's kind of the usual. Anyway, so in today's video I'm gonna be ending off the year strong and excited. Today's video doesn't really have much of a topic, but it's the last video of the year and I'm very excited. We're going into a new year, we're starting off strong, so I'm just gonna give you guys some encouragement for the new year. So before we get into this video, if you don't already know, go get your coffee, go get your tea, your water, whatever it is. I got my coffee in my cute cup. Oh, I'm so excited. This cup just has so many great memories of so many great coffees. Since you've got your coffee, get comfy and let's jump right into this video for today. So first we're going to start off with our Bible verse of this video, which says, I've commanded you to be strong and brave. Don't ever be afraid or discouraged. I am the Lord your God. I will be there to help you wherever you go. That's Joshua 1:9. Isn't that great? That is such a beautiful and great start of encouragement for this video, and I thought it would be a great verse to start off. So I am the type of person that has goals, habits, stuff like that, and I plan them before the year starts. This year, actually the beginning of this year, I started a lot later than I usually did. Like I started planning my goals in the new year for the new year, and there's nothing wrong with that, but I usually prep before the new year. It was really different for me, but that being said, I'm that type of person. I create goals, I make sure I write them down, because definitely somebody that likes to write things down, make sure that I have everything written down so that way I don't forget, because I know I will forget. And even if I don't forget, just having it there is super motivating sometimes, or you just stick it on your wall or something, or just like having it in a notebook that you know you are going to open frequently is just super convenient, because you can continuously look back at it and think of the goals that you've accomplished this year, or think of the goals that you're going to accomplish in the new year. As I was thinking about all of my goals and things like that for the next year, I was really pushing myself towards self-discipline and just defiant joy. I want to push myself to those things for the new year, because sometimes I feel like we just gotta get caught up in the aspect of life, and life itself kind of just gets overwhelming. So in order for us to get through life, we have to be self-disciplined sometimes, and we have to understand that no matter what circumstances or situations we're in, or struggle we're going through, that if we look deep inside for our defiant joy that the Lord has given us, we can get through anything. So I really want to push myself to grow in those two areas. You just have to get yourself up. Sometimes you're going to be a little bit tired, sometimes you're going to be a little overwhelmed, but it's okay. Sometimes you have to get up and you have to keep going. Sometimes you have to push yourself. Even if you find just the littlest thing, or even if your goal for that day or that task that you want to get done for the day is your motivation for the day, that's okay. Sometimes that motivation just will not be there, so having that self-discipline within yourself is extremely important for accomplishing your main things that I have learned this year. And I just want to kind of go over some of the things that I've learned this year, as well as what I'm preparing myself for next year, and some encouragement for you guys to prepare. Something that I've learned this year was literally trust God in everything. I feel like people don't talk about how hard it can be to trust God as much as I wish people would. Sometimes it's overwhelming, because you'll be going through life where things will kind of get tough, and like I said in the beginning, I'm very much a person that likes to have things organized and very well planned out. Even just let God have his way in my life for his plan for my life. It's extremely hard, so I've learned to kind of just trust God in the midst of your storm, in the midst of your situations, your struggles, or whatever it is that you're going through. But I've also learned to just pray, in some of your hardest moments, even if you do not know what to say, even if you don't want to talk about it. Sometimes you just gotta sit there and just talk. I've noticed very much, like, when I'm sitting and I'm just going through whatever it is that I'm going through, I feel so much better when I've talked to God, when I've just prayed about it. Even if you don't have to, like, come to God thinking that you have to be all professional and talk highly and in tongues or whatever the case may be. Sometimes you could just have a simple conversation with the Lord and tell him, Lord, I need you, or Lord, I'm going through this, and this. How can you help me with this? Lord, help me work on self-discipline and defiant joy. It could be whatever you're going through or whatever situation it may be for you. Another thing I want to add on to that is that sometimes we think that we have to pray for a good 30 minutes or 20 minutes to even for our prayer to work, when in reality you could dedicate 5 minutes, you could dedicate an hour if you need to. Sometimes we just need a vent in general. God simply just wants us to lean on him in the good and the bad areas of our life, not in just the pretty areas or the areas that we want to dedicate to him, but in all areas and all aspects of our life. It's really important to dedicate our time. Whatever it is that we're feeling inside our hearts, or whatever it is that we're going through, dedicating that to him. The Lord doesn't want us to pick and choose what we want to dedicate. He wants every area of our life, because when we give the Lord every area of our life, he will do exceedingly and abundantly. Sometimes the Lord does not show us our next steps because the Lord wants us to trust. So Proverbs 3:5 says, trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not into your own understanding. And then Psalms 27:14 says, wait on the Lord, be of good courage, and he shall strengthen your heart. Wait, I say, on the Lord. Not in our own understanding, but his. Not in our timing, but his, is what those two verses are talking about. God doesn't want us to lean on our understanding, but in whatever your situation is, however you're feeling today, the Lord just wants you to trust him. He wants you to lean on him for whatever it is that you need, for the strength that you need today. He wants you to lean on him because he's going to exceed your expectations, and he is going to give you the strength that you need. It's important that we lean on him for whatever it is that we need. God has his hands open wide for you, just for you. He's ready for you. I found myself a lot of times thinking, okay, this is not working. I'm just not trusting God enough. And I felt like giving up. But there was also many moments that I see now that I stood there and I'm like, okay, let me pray first. He was teaching me, you come to me first. You come to me, whatever you're feeling, all of your burdens, all of your things that you're going through, come to me first, and I will do the rest. I will solve it. I will take care of it. Just let me do my job. If there's anything that I want you guys to take from this video, is exactly what I just said. Is just to trust the Lord and to lean on him, to search for that defiant joy within your circumstances. And so with that being said, I hope I encouraged someone today. I hope you guys had a great holiday, and I hope you guys are gonna have a great start into the new year. I hope you guys have an amazing New Year's, and I will see you guys in 2023. Bye. My coffee. Spill my coffee. Spill my coffee. Spilled it.